I am a little bit out of breath. I just ran home because FedEx called and the package that should have been delivered yesterday, and then there were customs issues, and I was on the phone with them all day and with UPS, and it was a big disaster. The package is in distribution right now. He should be here in like 10 minutes, so I had to really rush here, and as you can tell, I'm already running out of space for new socks, but it is 2 new boxes out of 8, so we have 4 new designs in 2 different sizes, so 8 boxes in total. It's the birds, the lucky cats, and then 2 collaboration socks with Austrian drag queens, the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Germany Season 1, Pandora Nox, and the other finalist from Austria, Meta Morkid. We did a collaboration design. I hope those are those, and I can take them to the convention this weekend. I'm not sure what's in the 2 boxes. It might be the larger sizes, the smaller sizes, same design, different designs. We will find out in a second, so that is what I'm going to do now. And until then, I've made some space in the center for those boxes. And then I need to really start packing my suitcase and figure out how much stuff I actually need to take with me, how many grid cubes, and how heavy my suitcase is gonna be, because I think it will be quite chunky. Unfortunately, both designs that came were in the larger size, which I don't need as urgently. They're 45 to 48, so really if you have very big feet. So I don't think I'm even gonna take any of them with me to the convention, because I'm going by train and don't have that much space to actually carry things around, and I don't have the labels for them yet. If they were the smaller sizes, I would have packed them and made room, but now I think I'm just gonna leave them here for now and wait for the rest to arrive, which will hopefully be very, very soon. But now all I have to do is fully pack my suitcase. I finished designing my setup, so that is what I'm gonna do now. And we're here, we are ready to set up. I'm mostly done, Neophobica is already done, and here is my table at Button Festival in Graz. We had a bit of a difficulty because the tables aren't as deep as it says in the contract. They're 10 centimeters less deep, so the grid cubes are hanging over the edge, and I had to use more cubes to secure it instead of having them on the side. So back there I could have added another row, and I had a different setup planned, as you saw at the beginning. All I still need to do is put some more pins on there on backing cards and in the tiers, but otherwise this is the setup for the convention. We have one shirt hanging on this side and then the rest on the clothing rod between us with our price sign on that pole. I think that's it for now. I still need to hang up a few price signs and a few bits and bobs, but otherwise I am quite happy with the display. What we really need now is food. We both said we're super hungry and it smells like food here, which is great, but We need to go find it and hope it's open already, because that is a problem. I'm seeing exhausted faces. We're gonna get food right away. And we're back from our little lunch, and now the table is fully set up, so I'll give you a quick tour of what I've done. We've positioned the shirts right in between us, with Carrie's on one side and mine on the other side, and I also brought some tote bags. I don't usually bring them, but we have enough space here, so it works well. These prints I fully expect to get entirely lost in my display, but since it's not deep enough to put it anywhere else, it was supposed to be right in the middle, they guess they have to live here. Stickers with the big board to make sure that they're nice and noticeable. The pins in the middle taking up a lot of real estate and being nice and shiny with the big windows on the other side. I have my A5 prints up here and my A4 prints up there with the socks. And since I have enough space, I put the smaller and the bigger size next to each other, and I hope people notice. And if not, I'll just tell them if they took the wrong size. We have one more shirt on this side, since if people come from here, this is the first thing they see. And since I brought a lot of them, I want them to be really seen quite well. I brought my little funny signs again, and then, yeah, that's about it. Postcards and then QR codes for my Instagram right there and there. The event officially starts in 16 minutes. I already had 1 or 2 sales from other artists. We're not actually in the artist alley, this is the dealer booth, so we have this hallway full of other merchants, but the artist alley is actually all the way over there. And a lot of artists didn't show up, so there's a bunch of empty tables. We were not allowed in the artist alley. They said we are too established, so we have our dealer booth here, the gaming area, and then the artists actually had a much better spot. It's right in the center of the action. I'm sure people will walk through here a lot more, but it is what it is. At least in the dealer booth, we have a bit more space and we could bring all of our setup. If I get bored, you will find me at one of these arcades. I seem to throw in coins, so I hope it goes well. I'll be playing Pac-Man. I am now behind my booth. It is 7 p.m., which means it's halfway through the first day. The first day is from 4 up until 10. It's going really, really late today. And it's been going surprisingly better than I expected. The shirts have been doing way worse. I've sold 1 shirt so far. But the socks have been doing great. I did not bring enough. And I'm also happy about the pin and print sales so far. So I'll keep you updated. And that's a wrap on the little Button Festival vlog. I didn't really film much on the second day because it was very much more of the same. Sales-wise, it was a stronger day, but it was all concentrated towards the end. So from 11 a.m. until like late afternoon, like afternoon, the event went till 6, maybe 2 or 3. It was very, very slow, and I was like, what am I doing here? But then it luckily did pick up, and I actually sold out of a few items. I sold out of the breakfast socks, the Dark Spirit socks, the Warrior socks, I had 1 or 2 pairs of socks left. The gaming socks were almost out. So although I sold way less shirts than I had anticipated or hoped for, I had to take almost all of them back home. I think I only sold like 5 of the button-up shirts. I sold more than like 200 pairs of socks. So all in all, it was actually quite a successful event for the size and my expectations, which were very low since it was only the second edition and it's a gaming event and not an anime event. I ended up playing some Beat Saber and some of the arcade games. I played Pong against Kerry and Mario Kart. So we did have a fun time as well. I'm not even sure if it cost entry. I didn't check. I just had to pay for my table. So if you're in the area next year, it was a fun event to check out. What I really enjoyed about the event was how the entire team put in so much effort. They made all of the decorations themselves out of cardboard and paint. And you could tell that they were really passionate about making it a success, so the vibes were good. I also saw a lot of people who normally go to the anime events, and since I didn't get into HanamiCon, which is the big event in Graz, in the city where this event was, I'm happy I had at least one event this year where local air people could get some of my stuff and I could say hi again. Hopefully next year I'll get into Hanami. That is my big goal for the year, since that's seemingly the only event I'm struggling to get into, the ones organized by HayuCon. So KokoroCon, which was in February, which I didn't get a table for, HanamiCon, and now fingers crossed the last one is Unicon. It's the biggest one, it's in October, and I really want to get into that one. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's where we're going to leave this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. The next 2 vlogs will all be about Leipzig Book Fair, which is one of my, if not the biggest events of the year. It is at the end of March, and the booth I have is quite large and very expensive, so I hope it's a success. I actually filmed all of last year's vlog and then never edited it, so I might add that to next week's vlog, to my preparation. And I did just get a text message from FedEx that my new sock designs are finally out for delivery, so I'm gonna head over to my studio right now after I'm gonna stop filming this, and then while I wait for that delivery, I'm gonna edit this one. So yeah, see you in a bit. Actually, see you exactly next week.